Day 1 keyboard lessons with Joyce. Understanding the keyboard layout. If you don't understand this first keyboard lesson properly, every other lesson may start feeling confusing later. But once this lesson becomes clear, the keyboard suddenly starts making sense. And that is why this lesson is very important for every beginner. What is the keyboard? Now listen carefully. The keyboard is not random. It is not something you are supposed to fear. In fact, the keyboard is built on a very simple repeating system. Everything you see on the keyboard is based on white keys, black keys, repeating patterns. That is the foundation. Once you understand the pattern, learning becomes easier. White keys explain. Now let's look at the white keys. The white keys follow a musical alphabet: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And after G, the same pattern starts again from A. So the keyboard is actually repeating itself continuously. This means you are not trying to memorize hundreds of different notes. You are simply learning one repeating musical cycle. That is what makes the keyboard easier than most beginners think. Black keys explain. Now look carefully at the black keys. You will notice something very important. The black keys follow a pattern. Group of 2 black keys, group of 3 black keys, and this same pattern repeats again and again across the entire keyboard. This pattern helps you locate notes faster. So instead of getting confused, you start using patterns to understand the keyboard naturally. Important landmark. Now there is also an important reference point called middle C. Middle C helps you understand your position on the keyboard. It acts like a central guide point for beginners. Once you locate middle C, orientation becomes much easier while learning new key idea. So instead of thinking too many keys, think like this: everything repeats, everything follows a pattern. The keyboard is organized. The keyboard is a system, not confusion. That mindset changes everything. Common mistake. Most beginners struggle because they try to memorize every single key individually instead of understanding